Hi, I'm Alana.
Hi, I'm Jonna.
And we're Black Women Adulting.
Or at least trying.
Please
send help
today.
We're back at Alana's.
Whoop. And today we are talking about neighbors. So, neighbors are great.
Neighbors can be wonderful.
Yes, they look out for you. If you have a package, they may call you and be like, "Hey, you got a package outside. You want me to hold it for you?" They may bring you a candle, like one of my neighbors did, or they might be big trash.
They might be big trash. Which is my story. Okay, not all of them.
Not all.
Not all.
Now, I just want any of the neighbors of the world to not feel you might be a neighbor and you might be like, why y'all talk about me? This is not all neighbors.
Yeah.
Some neighbors is what we are referencing today, okay?
Okay. And we just feel like you can't talk about adulting and home ownership and not talk about the people that live next to you.
Yes, because some of these things I just never would have thought would have been an issue. I either thought I might know my neighbors or I might not, and that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
That was it.
So we thought we would start, positive vibes.
Yes.
But let's get real. Do you want to start with your most recent incident? And then we clean it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Because, you've made friends. If we keep going,
Yeah. No, I do have some neighbors that we're definitely friends.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them. They come and help me out.
Yeah.
They have been real ones.
Yeah. She also lives in a predominantly Black community.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes any difference. My community is a little bit diverse. So there's a large Latinx population.
Okay.
We have a couple of Black people that live in the neighborhood, Asian population, and white people too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really diverse.
Mm-hmm. And as for me, it's Blacks, and I saw a white person today, and I was like, oh my gosh, a white person. So it's a little different. But the incident that most recently almost made me sell my house or go to jail, I had a package delivered. It was at my front door. I saw it get delivered on my beautiful Ring app. And I was
While on the phone with me.
Right. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm leaving work and I see that I get another Ring notification. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I'm driving. So I'm like, let me be safe. So I get back home and my package is gone.
Oh, yeah, you called me.
Yes.
I remember I was cooking.
Yes.
And you was big mad.
Big mad.
Y'all, big.
Give me a cape. I was super mad. Okay? I was not with it. So I'm looking at the camera. I see who looks like my neighbor, who is not the neighbor who I'm friendly with. The other neighbors who gave me the candle, love them, not them. Okay? So I was like, but I know this neighbor.
Yeah.
We have had conversations. I have his phone number. That's friendly enough. Man, I go over there and I'm like, hey, did he happen to pick up my package? Because
y'all, she knocking on doors
at night. Okay, what's up? Y'all got my package? And then this older lady answered the door and she was like, no, he's not here, but did you get your Ring notification? So I pull it up and I was like, and she's like, no, I don't, we didn't pick it up, but I'll let you know. So then I leave, I see the neighbor and I asked him, I was like, hey, did you pick up my package? She was like, oh no, what was it? Why does that matter? Did you pick up my package? So I was like, okay, I thought it was you, but okay, whatever. I'm tired. So I was going to go to my other neighbor's house, knock on their door. And I was like, you know what? It's late.
I was just like, girl.
John was like, go in the house.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me just go home. So I'm looking. I get in the house. When I'm walking back to my house, the older lady who I just spoke to is driving past and stops with him, and they start arguing. So I'm like, they always arguing. So I was like, you always do this. And I was like, ooh, you in trouble? Not even thinking. I get into the house, look at the video for real. I'm like, this man right here. we gonna beep some stuff today.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he just lied to my face. Like, and then in the video, you can see him cut through the grass and the little trees and stubble or whatever and stuff to get through his yard. So who would be walking through the grass to get to his yard? Like,
do you want to share what was the package?
Y'all, it was some damn muscle rub. Muscle rub for my sore legs and my sore ankles, because this is adulting, and my ankles. And so it was expensive muscle rub, $20. So I could have just went to the Walmart, got some Aspercream, some Bengay. For $5, but I was like, no, this was recommended by a physical therapist. Y'all. So not only my ankles were hurting that day, so I was already annoyed. And then I was like, these ankles are just moisturized and feeling mentally and good.
What has happened since?
I'm gonna have to change it so my packages get delivered when I know I'm gonna be home, which is irritating because I don't feel like I should have to change my ways of living. And then the other thing was, you might be like, why didn't you just go confront him? So this man might live an unsavory lifestyle. If I don't know what this man does, but he always has a gun on his hip. So I was like, well, I'm gonna put my gun on my hip and we can talk it out. Like, you're not gonna pull guns on me. I can pull guns on you. And John was like, my mom was like, you gonna have my dad was like, you gonna have a shootout over some muscle rub?
Some muscle rub.
I was like, no, but I just, in case if you feeling froggy, jump, because I'm not. So I was like, you know what? Let me just sit in my house and shut up and be mad, because I don't know what this man got going on. I don't know. If you that bold to steal from me, what else are you bold enough to do?
Right.
And of course, I didn't want to call the police because Black Lives Matter and I don't want people to die, which is stupid that I even have to think about this. If you just wouldn't have stole, we wouldn't have had to think about this. Anyway, let me calm down. What's your most recent neighbor story? What's the thing that got burnt on your house?
So, very recently, we don't typically go out the front door. Only to like gather packages. That's the only reason why we open the front door, really. We just go in and out our garage. So, recently, I want to say sometime in March, the beginning of March, we went outside. I think my husband was out in the yard. He was mowing or something. I don't know. He was doing something outside. And he found a firecracker. Had to be there probably from New Year's, but it was really, really close to our house. And so I'm going to try and describe this because I don't know how to. So you know the gutters, how they have a little pipe that come down the side of the house. And at the end, there's this little plastic thing that just lets it go off into the grass. So the firecracker was on that. It burned that and it burned the grass. Listen.
And Jonna got real grass, not me who got weeds. She got a nice lawn.
The annoying part is that somebody is that close to my house with a firecracker. Like, you trying to take us out?
Right. And if you throw off a firecracker, let's say it gets away from you, why wouldn't you like pick it up?
Take it with you. And then, so there, and this happens on the same side of the house where we have most of our issues, okay? So I'm not saying nothing, but I am saying something, okay?
Say what you say, sis.
So my other issue, because we're just going to keep it moving. Since we've moved there, we have a neighbor. We have neighbors that have a dog, okay? And we keep finding dog crap on our lawn. I don't understand. And sometimes when I tell you it's so close to the house, I feel like it's disrespectful. My husband has said something to the neighbor and was just like, hey, can you pick up after your dog? He came, he picked it up. But the dog continues to do it. They even got a fence. I'm like, great. Okay, now they have a fence. And if you're watching this, I have gone over to your house and run the doorbell to let you know how I felt. You did not answer, and I know you saw me. I know you saw me because...
Now I just want to pause because you was telling me not to go over people's houses.
Listen, I felt real gangster that day. I run the doorbell, and I know you saw me on your camera, and you didn't open the door. But I was sick and tired of that, and it was misting raining. So you know I was heated because I feel like it's disrespectful, especially when somebody has told you something.
Mhm.
I don't have a dog. Why is there dog crap in my yard? I don't want it there. It doesn't matter if it's natural. Everybody else walk with the dog with a little plastic bag to pick up after them. You decide to have a dog, you need to pick up after your dog, okay? And then my other neighbor on the other side, he recently got a dog, so I'm just trying. I don't know if he also is, but I'm about ready to get a fence. Oh, and I forgot to say, I got a sign. I got a sign maybe in December. I got a sign in December that says, please pick up after your dog. It's in my yard. Yes. I don't have a dog. Well, sometimes I want a dog, but I don't have a dog. So I should therefore not have crap in my yard. End of story.
This is also therapeutic for us because sometimes we just need to get this out. Y'all, some neighbors are great. My neighbors next door, we done went on walks together.
Yeah, this is true.
Yes, my other neighbor around, like not next door, but around the corner. We go on walks, hang out, all that.
Yeah.
But then there are the others.
Yeah.
So, speaking of grass,
mm-hmm.
I had some issues with my neighbors trying to get my grass cut.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all. Okay, so first of all, my yard is atrocious. It needs some work, okay? She is a before. Mm-hmm. She is in progress, okay? So I was trying to get somebody to cut what I thought was grass, but it's all weeds. And so I was walking around the neighborhood like I do. And down the street, there's some old men. So if y'all know old black men, they gonna talk, okay? Mm-hmm. So every time, hey girl, how you doing? You know, what's up? You know, hey. So we just, hey, he's nice enough, cool. So I'm walking one day and this man, he had a tractor or a trailer hitch on the back with like a riding mower, lawn equipment. So I was like, excuse me, you cut grass? And I was like, he's like, yeah. So he drove by my house, came back around, gave me a quote, and I was like, bet, cut my grass. Came and cut my grass. He actually did a great job. Like, it was really good. But then later that day, he was like, so you want to go to the movies? No.
Why can't you just cut my grass? Why you got to go there?
Meanwhile, this was the beginning of Corona.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I have asthma. I'm not. And he was like, so you want to smoke? I was like, I have asthma. I was like, I'm not trying to be out in the places. I'm also not trying to smoke. No. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay. And then and so that was the end of that. Then later, he texts me like at 2 a.m, like, what you doing?
Just creepy.
Why can't you just cut my grass?
Just cut the grass.
And be done. So.
It doesn't have to be more than that.
It don't. Then I had a different neighbor cut my grass. I've had like 4 people cut my grass. It ain't worked out yet. So another neighbor cut my grass. He did an okay job, but then he ended up charging me more because he was like, well, I had to cut the side of your yard too. And I was like, but that's part of the front. Like, I'm talking about this side on the other side of the driveway, not the sides.
It ain't even.
It's this big.
Right.
It's this much grass, weeds over there.
Right.
And he was like, well, I had to cut that. So I'm going to have to charge you like an extra 20. And I was like, okay. That was there yesterday when you gave me the quote, but all right.
So you didn't see it.
Right. So then that same neighbor came over one day when I'm getting work done on my house, another video for another day. And he's like, hey, I got these headphones for $30. You want them? Like, I'm literally in the middle of speaking with the contractors, trying to get them to and I'm like, no, he's like, well, I know you be walking, so they only 30 and they wireless. And I was like, I have
They
headphones.
be checking for Alana. They know that she be walking, all of them.
I be outside looking bummy, okay? Like, hair in plaits, straight backs, like just looking regular.
She can't even go for a walk by herself.
I feel like I need a damn Rottweiler to come with me because... And in the same neighbors, the old man who's down there, his brother one time, like literally almost drove me off the road trying to talk to me while I'm walking. He was driving like this. And I was like, you're getting kind of close. He was like, oh, my bad. I'm like, bruh, like, why are you so close to me? Anyway, So then that was the second guy. He was trying to hustle me for some headphones, and then he texted me like, "I really just need some work from you. I really try to get my medication." And I was like,
You no.
"What does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
I don't have anything for you. I don't have any work." And he was like, "Anything. I'll do anything." And I was like, "What kind of drug addict stuff is this? No." I don't know if he was on drugs. I'm just making stuff up. But I'm just saying, it was just weird because I said no. He's sending me paragraphs.
Maybe since you're in the marketing, you can help him with marketing. Charge him and be like, "Hey, I got these marketing services and you need help." No.
Then the last person who the third person who cut my grass was a man who stole my damn package.
Oh, yeah.
He just randomly one day started cutting my grass, didn't say nothing, and just cut it. And I was like, okay, thanks. So I thought we was cool. Now, this was pre-package stealing.
Yeah.
So I thought we was cool. We didn't have no issues, but then he started getting weird because he would call me like at 2 or 3 in the morning or text me, and then he'd be like, "Well, I saw your light on." Go to bed. Like, why are you watching my light? I don't have no, stop looking. Stop. That's weird.
That is real weird.
And
you feel like you got a spotlight on you, like, and everybody's watching.
I just feel like, so now I'm like, I guess I need to invite more random men over my house just to be like, there's men here, like, back a little bit, like.
My husband said she needs to go outside and clean her gun on the porch.
Because
you know they watching, so
they are watching me, and I'm telling you, like, I don't know if there's any other single women in this like immediate area. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm a little bit of an anomaly. Like people are looking.
Yeah.
I know there are other young black women, but I think they're all like with somebody or they live with somebody, so they're probably not getting tried as much as I am. And I'm like, why though? But why?
Yeah. But y'all don't want none. Y'all better leave my friend alone.
Listen, because I'm also crazy. And I don't understand why they don't get that. Like, I'm not nice. My face always looks mean when I'm walking because I'm trying to breathe. I'm like, well, why are y'all talking to me? Leave me be. Gosh.
But so she has made friends. At least Alana has made friends. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think everybody in my area, because it is such a COVID like hotspot or has been. I don't know. And we had to we just all kind of just like stay our different distance. So it's kind of big. Like there's a black couple across the street. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. Oh, sorry, y'all. So there's a black couple across the street, and I'm just like, I want to get to know you, you know. And listen, I have friends of all different types of backgrounds, but it's just something about connecting with someone that looks like you, okay? Because it's just something about it.
Yeah.
So disclaimer there. I'm trying to think what else. So, were you about to say something?
No, I was gonna say the kids playing.
Oh yeah. So. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, right? Hearing kids playing out in the yard or whatever, especially during the summer when they're all out. That's adorable. It's cute. However, once again, you know, I think I'm a little possessive. I can be, especially about like my property, things that belong to me. So yes, play in our yard. I don't care. We got a whole little open side over there. Play, kids. Have fun. But take your stuff with you. So we had some issues with kids like leaving footballs, bicycles, little Tonka truck things, and they would leave it and be there overnight. And it's just like, I don't have kids, just like I don't have a dog. Why do I have toys?
Take it with you.
Take it with you. Like, we don't mind y'all playing over there. It's fine. And also, one time last summer, me and my husband were sitting down eating lunch, and we hear banging on our garage door, and we just like, well, what is going on? Like, is that the garage door? It was definitely the garage door. My husband opens the door and sees that the kids across the street are playing soccer, but kicking it so much so up into our driveway.
They live up a hill, y'all. Their driveway is a hill. So I'm like, y'all are going out your way to kick it.
And it kept hitting the garage door. I was so confused. I had confusion. I was just like, so they just kick it? And the parents are watching. So once again, I have confusion. And my husband, he's like, you know, neighbors probably think I'm rude, but I'm just like, Can y'all please stop? Like,
listen, I feel like that's a valid. Don't kick balls at the house intentionally. Like, don't do that.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Like, and we don't want to be like the mean people on the block. We just want our property to be respected. That's it.
Girl, did I tell you the one time I was so mad I came home late and I was trying to go to sleep. I had to go to work early in the morning. Somebody was outside playing the same song on repeat, loud. Like I could sing along. I knew the tune. And I was like, what are you doing? I went outside in my bonnet, in my robe after midnight, and I was like, can you turn your music down? I was like, this man could have kidnapped me immediately. But I was like, I am trying to go to bed. Like the noise is one thing. Y'all check y'all windows because my windows are not new. I didn't realize that windows were so expensive. I got 17 windows in this house.
You've counted?
I've counted because I was trying to get them replaced. And then I realized I had 17 windows and I was like, well, we gonna wait because the neighbors behind me, they be outside. They have kids over there, which is a beautiful sound. It really is.
Yeah.
However, they have a karaoke machine. And last summer, the kid, this my sister, she be singing, and we on the mic. I was like, baby. And I mean, it was late. They be out there late, because I mean, it's summer. Yeah. But I was just, and then the little girl gets on the mic, and I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. And then there's also a rooster.
I'm about to say the neighborhood pet rooster.
We actually have two. I didn't realize. So there's one on streets over, like they live behind.
I love us.
Well, they're actually a Hispanic couple. I figured out who it is.
Goodness.
And he's so nice. Every time I go walking, he'd be like, you're not running. And I'm like, I'm not.
I'm asthmatic.
Mind your business. And then we have another rooster that lives like 2 houses down that way, but that one don't crow as much. I always say it don't be roostering as much. And my dad's like, that's not a word. I'm like, he don't be roostering. But that rooster, he be roostering at all times of the day. Like, I thought you was a morning crower thing. I thought that's what you was supposed to do.
He broke.
4 p.m. He's
oh, gee. I think that's it as far as like our experience so far. But y'all, keep us in your prayers. Because I bet my neighbors know my name.
I know my neighbors know my name. The neighbors know my name.
No, seriously, like it's my hope that one day, and I guess we got to wrap this up really soon. Mm-hmm. It's my hope one day that I am really cool with them and we can all laugh about this.
Yes.
But until then, y'all keep y'all stuff off my property.
That's it. Don't walk on my yard no more.
We hope you've enjoyed this video.
We'll see you next time.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Bye.
Peace.